Hey, what's up guys, and I bet that you all guessed for this video to be posted eventually. Not only did my channel start off because of Gravity Falls, and I absolutely love this show, and I'm still waiting for that 2-hour movie, Alex Hirsch. But seriously, this comic includes a lot of hidden codes and other small details in particular areas. And I won't be wasting any more time, so without further ado, let the game of I Spy and code cracking begin. At the very beginning where Alex Hirsch is shown rambling, there are light blue text when combined that read "Welcome back." The next page with the hidden message is where all of the credits are, which says this: "A fandom's work is never done, so here's some tales just for fun. You wanted more? You got your wish. Don't stress, it's only canon." And I must say, besides all of the adventures, I guess the Journal 4 in the corner inside of Shmebulok's cave, as well as all the other events in Seuss's comic story called Comics Up, everything else seems to be at least mildly believable, and most importantly fits in with the current Gravity Falls timeline as mentioned in my reveal. But seriously, the things that happen in the Comics Up story is just flat out stupendous. Same can be said about the Don't Dimension It story, so go figure. Okay, now I'm getting off topic. Let's discuss about these next upcoming codes. The next can be found on the connection graph Shmebulok makes for the Pines family tree. The one found at the bottom left corner reads "Dip Clones Plot Revenge." Now this should be referencing the clones that we saw revealed towards the end of the finale credits, but revenge on who exactly? I mean, is it Robbie for technically winning that evening with Wendy? Or maybe they could be on the hunt for Dipper, fighting over which clone dates Wendy, like within the original episode. But just like the question mark, this could all just be speculation. The code under Stanley reads, "Wendy's mom in another dimension?" One thing that never really added up in Gravity Falls was the non-existent cameos of both McGucket and Wendy's mother. But the whole speculation about Wendy's mother being in another dimension seems a bit far-fetched. At the same time, we're talking about Gravity Falls, so never mind. The last one on this page can be found underneath where it has Shermie then a question mark. After using the 3 letters back method, it reads "Age Paradox? Time travel connection?" I wonder if Shermie might have anything to do with time travel and Blendin screwing up with anything in the past. We did indeed see a note showing that he was there, and his suit in one episode glitched out showing this past scenery. Okay, now let's begin to actually decode the mysteries found within the Face It comic. The first code is inside of Journal 1 when looking at the Mr. What's His Face page. It says, "He always has an ace up his sleeve and a face up his sleeve," while the code just beneath that reads, "If he gets my face, Stanley has a spare." As for the first quote, it's just implying that the face thief literally has faces and aces with him at all times. As for Stanford's notes below, it's about using Stanley's face in case of emergencies. You see, it's a twin joke because they look basically the same. Huh. Pine twins. That's a little messed up when you think about it. Inside of the cave of where all the Gravity Falls creatures hide, there is a code seen by the Souls for Sale sign. It reads, "Trimley was here," and considering the fact that his key was used to unlock any door in Gravity Falls and used to get inside of this cave, it's more than possible that it was him writing that. Quentin was known for tons of silly actions, but in the end, he solved more mysteries than the regular citizens of Gravity Falls when you think about it. The next one can be seen on the right side of the crawl space page. It says, "Puts the bizarre in bizarre," while the next one is Freaky's delivery service, and maybe the one responsible for the majority of these paranormal creatures entering Gravity Falls at random is a creature known as Freaky. However, I also noticed keys being used by all of them as they enter the real world dimension. So maybe Quentin Trimbley's random discovery of the key that can open anything was by finding or stealing it away from a random creature entering the real world. Another can be found a page later behind Pacifica and Dipper saying, "While you read this, I picked your pocket." And that's mighty interesting coming from my perspective, because this is surely Quentin once more due to his lack of spelling correction at times. My theory is that Quentin could have stolen the key from a monster just like I mentioned recently. And it's confession time, everyone, because before I was about to end the video, I nearly forgot the one last code left. I mean, the code was so difficult to see that I'm surprised that I managed to find it at all. I mean, it was so darn dark that I had to use the digital edition of the book just to see the full code. I'm guessing that it was a good thing that I got the digital edition after all. It's another one located on the page where Pacifica and Dipper both first enter the cave. It says the following: "Where's your axolotl now?" And this is a perfect question for Bill since the Axolotl is basically his god. But let me tell ya, maybe the Axolotl is a well-known higher being in the weird creature community. And what makes sense because this usually is about the same phraseology you would use to say in general, where is your god now? It's something to think about because I don't believe that this is specifically referring to Bill Cipher's side of things. This story seems to take place in between Ford's arrival and the dungeons episode, considering the clues I mentioned in my small analysis in the previous comic video I made about the Four Tales. And in case you haven't watched it, I had mentioned the fact that in the dungeons episode, Dipper was still reading up on Journal 2. Ford is shown in the beginning of this comic. And not only that, Dipper mentions Pacifica's parents and the curse of her family within this comic. And he mentions it in a way where it sounds as if it just recently happened. Whew, alright. And just as I thought, my dear Gravity Falls fans, the time for an ending has come to pass. Just kidding, because I actually have 2 more codes to go. But anyways, once again, my apologies. The next code can be found here, which says do not sell to Blendin. And this could be because Blendin possibly is a person that just can't be trusted or is just straight up irresponsible. I'm personally going with the latter because we even see in the episode The Time Traveler's Pig just how irresponsible he was with his time utility belt. And as for the last code, it could be found right before Dipper and Pacifica make it out away from the face snatch it guy. The code to the right reads, for a good time, call Schmebulok. And despite the fact that I accidentally forgot the codes once more, I just would like to say that I'm glad that we ended it with Schmebulok's code. And okay, officially guys, all of you Gravity Falls fans, thank you all for watching this video. And now I can officially end it the proper way. There are 3 more stories to unravel, so stay tuned. This has been TNBT once more, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace!